Ball's going to get tossed in. Out of bounds on the far side, being brought back in by Mia Copeland. Ball's going to go out past the sideline. Worland ball, or excuse me, that's going to be a Lander ball. Going to attempt to switch internet connections here. For some reason, the Ethernet wants to. Maybe it's the wind. Knock Hazel had an opportunity, but she was met by 3 of the defenders from Worland. It's going to be a corner kick for Lander. This could mean opportunity time as it's going to come off of Copeland. Robertson. Current score 3-0 in favor of Worland. 9 minutes left to go. Forward movement over to Knock Hazel. Some rough play will get a penalty called. Looks like that call was against Knock Hazel for the Tigers. Gives Worland a free kick from about the 35. The free kick will be taken by Wagner. Gives it forward to Espinoza. Bouncing kick rolls into the goal. Seneca Kale there to meet up with it. It's going to take it out to the edge of the box. Substitutions coming in for Worland. We'll see Carly Venable, as well as, I believe that's Reese Sanford. Worland from the side. That toss in will be taken out back past the sideline. Worland ball. From the touchline, Morgan Wagner. Lander trying to keep on top of it. Looks like Lander was getting the penalty call they were hoping for. At that moment, you could see Coach Montero get up and express himself a little bit. Nothing bad, folks, but you know, you definitely want a foul called when you see one. Sullivan drops back to Copeland, over to Stauffenberg. She'll send it forward to Hansen. There will be a trip. Free kick at about the 50. Lander from center circle with 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Goes just inside the box. Gets making a motion. Goes a little far left for the goal's taste. No good for Lander. Interestingly enough, a lot of the swipes from this game are coming from mid-pass. Keeper kick from Morgan Wagner. That comes out. Getz will get a touch on it. That'll roll out of bounds. Nielsen with a nice maneuver that seemed to confuse Worland for a sec. Lander trying to keep their passes precise. Worland slippery with trying to get in there. Abby Copeland will kick the ball out of bounds on the far side of the field. Worland ball. That's set up for about the football 22. Three minutes, 30 seconds to go. Don't worry, we'll catch up our timer here on wyotoday.com as well. Ball's going to move down the sideline and out. Lander ball. Mia Copeland with the toss. Lander having a tough time keeping the passes reined in. Worland from the touchline. Stauffenberg meets at the side. That'll go out. Worland ball. Look at a kick high up into the air by Abby Copeland. Eliminates the danger for now. Worland will set it up through the field goal post. And it'll be Lander ball. Goal kick. That goal kick by Copeland goes forward. Lander keeping possession. Nice job by Sullivan keeping on the coverage at the side. She'll bring it in with a jumping toss. Completely legal, don't worry. Brought forward by Hansen to Getz. Making their way forward. Kick by Knockhazel. A little too much power. That'll go out past the end line. A minute 21 left in the first half of play. Join us for the halftime show. We'll recap some of the scores here on wyotoday.com. We'll take a look at the upcoming schedule. On deck, both Lyman and Mountain View. Teams will hit the road and visit some of their friends in the 3A Mountain West. Ref will set Worland back up where they first started on the left side of the box. That goal kick will come out, being met up by Knockhazel. She gives it a lob that'll keep inside the wing and then bounce out past the sideline. Worland ball coming in from Reese Sanford. Whistles in favor of Worland. It's going to give the free kick up to Morgan Wagner. Those horns will sound the end of the first half of this match. We'll be back here with your halftime show, streaming live from Bill Bush Stadium in Lander. If you have a chance to come out, folks, it is senior night, and these girls have had one heck of a season. So if you have a chance, come support your local Lander Valley Tigers. We'll be back with the game here in just a sec on WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube.
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at...
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for 2 Tuesday through Thursdays now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium here in Lander, Wyoming. A nice day, but a windy one. Unfortunate circumstances for the Tigers today, and not an ideal opening to the game. Current score 3-0 at the half. Now, today is also senior day, so there's got to be some extra motivation coming in behind that. The Lander Lady Tigers, I think, just not able to rein in precise passes to one another and not able to make it happen inside the penalty box of the Worland Warriors. Now, the Warriors putting on a lot of pressure behind the 18, so when it comes to getting it behind the 6, doing a pretty good job today, as the score reflects, with 3-0 in favor of the Lady Warriors. So, that being said, it'd be interesting to see in the second half how they adjust on both sides of the team. I think maybe Worland had some time to watch some tape and get a better feel for the Lander Lady Tigers. We're going to come back with the second half of play here in just a sec. Some of the scores were well placed behind the 6 against Seneca Kale. Did a great job trying to get there. For example, the last one, just right place, right time for Worland. That went in the upper right-hand corner of the goal and just couldn't get there. So Lander looking to make some scores in the second half, and we're going to be hanging around for senior night. So please stick around for that as well. These seniors have worked very, very hard this year and deserve to be recognized. We're going to get back to it here on wyotoday.com after this, live on both Facebook and YouTube.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School Soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium. The breeze is still blowing and the cloud cover is starting to take away some of that sunshine, making it a little cooler, hopefully for the players as well. Today was one of the days where they did do a water break in the middle of the first half of play and got the girls ready and hydrated and making sure everybody's good with the heat out there on the turf because, as a reminder, it's much, much hotter on the turf than it is up here in the press box. So we're getting ready for the second half of play. Current score 3-0 in favor of the Worland Warriors. A little more successful behind the 18 for them today. Lander looking to get on the board. Last time these two teams faced off, it was 3-2 in favor of the Lady Tigers. So I'll be curious to see how the second half plays out. It is senior night. There's, from what I gather, let's see, 2 seniors on the team that they'll be honoring. They'll do the girls and the boys together. That'll be directly after this match, so please stick around for that. They deserve the recognition. Clocks will start. Goes out past the side at the half, being brought back in by Espinoza. Wind's gusting a little extra. Of course, it has to do it as soon as they get out of halftime. Toss back in from Worland. Good stop by Morton. Trying to keep control. She'll send it forward. Ooh, hello. Almost took my laptop that time. I think I'm pretty good so far. Is that what happens when I talk crud on Wyoming Wind? It just has to show a little extra. Ball will be sent back downfield into Lander's defensive third, being chased out by Mia Copeland. If it gives you a good gauge for the wind here in Lander, it actually blew over the corner flag on the far right side of the field. Goal kick's going to come out from Mia Copeland. Wondering how much of a factor wind's going to play in this second half. Makes me wonder if maybe it caught it a tiny bit. Crippen from the side. She'll toss in. That'll roll into the wing. Copeland with the coverage. That'll go out. Mia Copeland from the side. Worland trying to find some advantage. Lander sends it out to the 40. The football 40, that is. Nielsen's playing keep away, passes forward to Sullivan. She's met with tough coverage by Worland and turned back around. Morton from the side. Nakia's forward, gets it swiped. That came from Espinoza. Goes out past the sideline. Nielsen's ball. Penalty will be called. Free kick in favor of Worland. That one's going to be taken by Robertson. Gets sent forward to Warren. Forward motion by the Warriors. Goes down the sideline and out of bounds. Ball's going to roll back inside the box, picked up by Kale. She'll scope the field, gives it a drop pick. Espinoza able to send it forward, giving a contest for the Tigers. Sullivan in center circle gets it swiped by Crippen. Nice turnaround by Hansen. She'll meet up with it again, heads down the side. Lander looking to take advantage of this forward progress, sends it left, gets chipped away, and out past the side. Great forward motion by the Lander Tigers. Oh boy. Be Lander ball from the side. Toss in, gets ahead by Worland. Big kick turned around by Stauffenberg. It's good interruption of the progress by Worland. Out of bounds on Copeland. Substitution in for the Lady Warriors. Coming back to the field is Yahida Aguayo. Crippen from the side. Stauffenberg meets it. They're going to call a foul on Worland's number 12, Arlenbaugh. In the far distance, I don't know if you can see it on the small screen here, but there's a big dust cloud being kicked up by the wind. Fingers crossed that doesn't head this direction. Lander making their way forward. Knockhazel near the wing. She'll send it left. Guest tries to get a foot on it. They'll both go down. Substitution for Worland. Coming in is Taylor Simmons. Kick comes out from Argeris. Back to the Worland keeper. She kicks that out. Ironically enough, that's not even my crowd mic anymore, folks. It's just a windy day in Lander. Forward to Nielsen. She'll try to take it down the side. Kicking that out was Timberland Crippen. Sullivan from the near side. It goes into Hansen. Knockhazel trying to keep control. That gets sent forward by Worland, being met up with by Aguayo. Lander defense is going to turn the ball around. Lytle over to Mia Copeland. Lytle a senior this year. That ball got caught by the wind and taken far out of bounds. Mia Copeland from the side. You can tell by the way she tossed that in how hard the wind is down there on the turf. Ooh, another strong gust there. Lander making progress. It'll get kicked into Knockhazel, go straight up into the air. They're going to call a foul on Lander, giving a free kick to the Worland Warriors. Kick taken forward by Wagner. Sullivan at the football 40. She gives it a nudge left to Nielsen, trying to meet back up with her. Lytle will give it a foot. That'll go out of bounds. Back to Worland. At the side, Kylie Worland. And Kylie will actually be swapped out. Being brought back into play is Mendenhall, excuse me. This is her first time being subbed into the game. Mendenhall in, Crippen from the side. A toss in along the side will go out of bounds. going to be a free kick for Worland. Carly Yule's going to look to take advantage as Lander lines up. Goes just in front of the box. Tough coverage by Lander, sends it forward and out of the danger zone. Great job by the Lander Tigers, evading a score in the back of the net. Boot out of bounds from Morton. 29 minutes, 22 seconds to go in the last half of this match. Substitution by Worland. That'll bring Logan Yule back into play. Both teams battling hard in the wind here at Bill Bush Stadium today. Good footwork by Hansen, sends it right. .28 minutes, 34 seconds to go. Morton from the side. Lander trying to get out of the center of the field. Sullivan progressing forward. Knock Hazel near the, ooh, and not good. Little too far left, and whistles. That was a shot on goal taken from about, I want to say, 11 to 12 yards out. I clarify since I, instead of telling you the number, went because it was a pressure-filled moment for the Tigers. Worland will kick forward. Lander making progress down the far side. That'll get punched out of bounds by Worland. Lander ball at the sideline. Nielsen on the left. Tries to go forward to knock Hazel. That'll go out of bounds. A bunch of substitutions for Worland coming in. So coming to the field, we have Venable, Warren, Sanford, and I believe Hunt. Keeping track of all of them. Crippen with the toss from the side. A great move by Nielsen. She was able to tip it just behind Worland. Penalty on the Lady Warriors. Giving Lander a chance with a free. Good power behind the kick from Copeland. With the wind, it's got to be hard to try to rein that in. Lander not giving up the fight. 25 minutes, 30 seconds to go. 3-0 in favor of Worland. There's some folks holding on to their hats in the stands today. Does look like about maybe 10 to 15 people from Worland made the trip. A shot on goal by Sullivan, stopped by Agaris. She dropped down to her knees, was able to keep it from going. Nice shot on goal attempt by Sullivan. Mia Copeland will follow it out of bounds. Worland ball. Crippen tosses forward. Lander's going to boot that out past the sideline, adding a lot more coverage behind the 20. Some back and forth between the two teams. We'll take that out of bounds. Worland ball. Abby Copeland getting ahead on it. Sends it back. Adds tough coverage. Ball's going to be out. Copeland from the sideline. A swipe by Worland with Carly Ewell. That'll send a shot on goal forward. Kale cross forward, smothers it out. No good for the Warriors. Kale sends a kick forward. That gets booted just left of the goal. Kale's going to go out and get a catch on that. Walks to the edge of the penalty box. Ball back in from Knockhazel. You could literally see the ball move as she threw it from the touch line. That's how strong the wind is here at Bill Bush Stadium. Sullivan's going to toss in. Gives it a bounce off the shin. A boot's going to get deflected off of Nielsen and back out of bounds. Ball gets booted back to center circle. Lytle gives it a boot that I think the wind carries it away. Toss in from the side with Worland. It's got to be a little more tough on the field when you're trying to hit a moving target, aka the ball, with some extra wind here at the stadium. Flags on the far side, pretty dang straight for an otherwise sunny and nice day. Ball's out on the Warriors, being brought back in by Hansen. Hansen tosses to Getz. She'll work down the side. She sends it forward, meets a lob by the Warriors. That lob will go out of bounds. Looks like that was from Crippen. They're going to blow whistles with 20 minutes to go in this second half of play. They're going to take a water break here for the girls. Looks like the wind was even taking my my old score sheets out of the garbage over here. We'll be back here in just a sec. We'll take a quick break here on WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube.
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers! I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Sorry, Landon Napa. We'll catch up with you here in a sec. But first, we're going to continue with the last part of this second half of play. We're live from Bill Bush Stadium. Holy Hannah, is it windy today? I was just chatting with Haley Lytle's mom. And, you know, they're literally shooting after a moving target down there on the field. It is senior night, which will commence directly after this match, which you bet we'll be here for. Seniors on the girls' varsity team: Bethany Miller, and also Haley Lytle. Ball's going to roll back into the possession of Seneca Kale. That drop kick will be met by one of the Worland Warriors. Coming forward is Sanford. Lander able to get it back. Gets turned around by Worland and sent out past the sideline. Lander ball. Substitution for Lander. Coming into the game is Bethany Miller. Miller in her athlete survey said she plays mostly defense. Her favorite sport is volleyball. And her favorite quote was, "Just do it." We got to talk about the seniors, right? It's senior night. Now, Miller's been playing soccer for about 3 years. And time for me to play catch up with some substitutions for the Warriors. On the field, we have Garay. We also have Simmons. And Wagner. The other Wagner this time, Morgan Wagner, back on the field. Good move by Knockhazel. Doubles back, sends it down the side. Turned around by Crippen, making her way into the center. Worland taking advantage of their passes today. They also have very, very tight coverage on the Lady Tigers. Morton's going to get tripped up. There'll be a penalty called on Worland. Looks like that one is against, I think that was Yahida Aguayo. She was responsible for the first score of the ball game. Aguayo was. Morton moving forward from center circle, gets lobbed back by Worland. Lytle near the side, sends it forward. Great change of direction. Goes forward to Miller and off of Worland. Now, Lytle is also a senior this year. She has spent 7 years in soccer. Great defensive player. We've seen some good plays from her this season. Lander on the side. Lander ball. Tosses it forward to Sullivan. 1v1 in the wing. She sends it over to Getz. She tries to give it a boot forward, goes a little too far left. Knockhazel chasing it down. She'll take it from the wing over to Nielsen. We're seeing Worland a little, I want to say a little more spaced out on this side of the field this go round. Knockhazel forward, sends it to Sullivan. She tries to make it past Wagner, and a lob will go out past the end line, giving it back to the Worland Warriors. Great pressure put on by the Lady Tigers. Argeris is going to take it out. Just kidding. She's going to give up the keeper kick. That's going to go to Morgan Wagner. Anyway, back to my senior spotlight before Lander got inside the danger zone. So Lytle has 7 years in soccer this year. She likes science. She likes to eat protein foods is what she says on her survey. And she loves all sports memories that she's made here in Lander. So all around, 2 great seniors for the Lander Valley Tigers. I'm excited to see them honor the seniors for both the girls and boys varsity teams. It's going to be an odd sport, so I've called multiple sporting events, but I've never followed a team for an entire season, so it's going to be kind of sad to watch them go. You know, of course, great that they're graduating, and very proud of the Lander Valley graduates this year. As you drive into Lander, you can see the banners that are hanging on Main Street off of the light posts, and they're a really cool thing to see. Nielsen's going to follow it out past the sideline. Worland Warriors ball. This might be a telltale for how long ago I graduated, but they did not have banners back in my day. Crippen from the touchline goes forward to Aguayo. She'll send it left, gets picked off, and a shot on goal too far right, no good for the Worland Warriors. Seneca Kale looking for her ball. In the bottom of the screen, you can see Scott Copeland, and if you don't know that name, you should check out some of his photography. He takes a lot of photos for the team. You can see those posted on the Lander Valley High School girls soccer page. Some great work there. The other day, he was out here with a drone taking some very cool looking images for the team. Shot on goal taken. Too much power goes through the goalposts. No luck for Worland. Current score, 13 minutes left to go. 13:54, excuse me. 3 for Worland, 0 for Lander. Looking to make that up. Mia Copeland with the keeper kick. That goes out to Knockhazel. Knockhazel keeping control. Worland's able to swipe it. Crippen's going to give it a lob. Meets up with the head of Lytle. You know, I have my apologies on the clock there, folks. We'll reset that. Worland in the sweet spot. Kicks too far to the right for the likes of the net. No good for the Worland Warriors. Goal kick will come out from Copeland. Miller's going to follow that out past the sideline. From the touch is Hansen. Conflict in center circle. Knockhazel sends it forward. Nielsen racing forward near the side. She'll punch it over to Sullivan. A little too far to the left. Looks like that might have hurt. Knockhazel will chest it to keep control. That goes out of bounds. Lander ball from the flank. Gets tossed in. Goes inside the box, where it'll be returned by Worland. Meets up with Sullivan. Stauffenberg is going to switch direction. Hazel sends that out of bounds. Crippen's turn to take it from the touch. In for the Warriors, we see Kylie Warren back to the field. We also see Nayeli Aguayo. Ball's going to bounce near the Lander 20. They'll get sent left. Shot on goal stopped by Seneca Kale, who moves forward to narrow down the angles. That boot goes forward, ends up at the 50. Worland taken over. Taken away and downfield by Morton. Sullivan trying to put on the speed. Good return by Morton. Over to Nielsen on the left. Worland progressing. I went over to Emma Hunt, who kicks it out to the right. Lander ball with Nielsen near the left of the field. Hazel went to give it a boot, gets turned around by Worland, sent back by Stauffenberg. Good body block by Lytle. Miller sends that back to the 50. Waiting for is one of the Worland Warriors. Starts their zigzag passes back downfield. Turned around by Hansen this time. Nielsen and Hazel were trying to do a back and forth around Crippen. Crippen able to get in the middle of it. Gets sent back to the side. Tough coverage. It's going to end up with a whistle from the ref. I must not have seen it, but the ref is a lot closer than I am. So I'll go with that one. You won't catch me dissing on refs, folks. I promise that. Made that the first day we started, and we'll go from there. Crippen from the toss. Lytle will give it a lob. Gets the pressure off of the 18 for Lander. Substitutions for Worland will come into play. Welcome to the field. We have Taylor Simmons and Kylan Brown. Morton taking that opportunity to tie her shoe. 8 minutes and 8 seconds left to go. Lander looking to get on the board. It was not the same outcome when these two teams last met. Worland getting inside the danger zone. Kale able to catch it, eliminates the threat. The last time these teams met, bit of a different outcome. It was 3-2 in favor of the Tigers when the match ended. That was in Worland's home field. Lytle trying to keep off the pressure inside the defensive part of the field. I think she was able to help narrow down the angles, and Kale was able to drop to her knees and control the ball. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's the Tigers from the side. Gets a lob from Wagner. Lander able to continue progressing. Sullivan getting near the 18, racing forward. She'll take a kick a little to the right. Jumping forward is the keeper for Worland, able to keep him out. 6 minutes, 48 seconds to go. That was a great forward motion. And she dropped it down, or excuse me, she dropped down the speed. It seems to get a little more precise and just couldn't get past Argyris. At the far side of the field, it's going to be Hansen from the touchline. She sends into Getz. Getz is going to do a short drop to Hansen. Moves into the wing. This is a formation we've seen before. A shot on goal, well placed, but there to meet up with it is Argyris. Nielsen with a good turnaround, gets returned by the Warriors. Lytle with forward motion. She's able to play keep away. Worland able to keep progressing downfield. A nice block there by the Lander Tigers. Changes the direction. That was a great block by Bethany Miller. Senior being honored here tonight for senior night. Oh, there's that wind we were talking about. I think luckily I have everything weighed down enough that we shouldn't have any problems. I apologize for the shaky camera. It's trying to change my camera angle on me. With the keeper kick, we have Mia Copeland. Goes downfield through center circle. Morton sends it to the side to Hansen. Back to Morton. Great movement downfield. Sullivan forward to Getz. Getz is going to take the shot on goal. A jumping save by Argyris. A very enthusiastic Worland side bench. Cheers are on. Miller with the stop. Moves forward back to Lytle. Ends up at the 50 with Hansen. Ball's going to roll downfield into the Worland keeper care. She'll jog it out, taking her time. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Worland 3, Lander at 0. She sends it out, and the wind clearly catches the ball. Sends it out into the bleachers. Toss in with Knockhazel. Sullivan able to keep control. Fighting for possession. Gave her a bit of a shoulder foul on the Lander Tigers. It's going to be a free kick for Worland, coming off the foot of Wagner. She'll pass forward to Warren. Copeland with a stop will send it to Morton and then to the side. That ball will fly into the defensive third of the Tigers. Morton comes forward through the circle and over to Getz. They try the same zigzag motion that worked last time. There to meet them was the Warriors. Other side of the field to Nielsen. A lob from the Warriors. We'll send it back to the 50. Kept in bounds. That's by Kylie Warren. Taken out by Copeland. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in this contest. Directly after this, please stick around. There will be senior night here at Lander Valley High School. Ball's going to be taken out of play by Seneca Kale. Still a bit windy here at Bill Bush Stadium. Crippen will follow it out of bounds for the Warriors. It's going to be Lander ball with Nielsen from the touch. Giving it a head out of bounds is Morgan Wagner. Back to Knockhazel. 1:25. We have Crippen from the touchline for the Warriors. That'll get tossed in. Meets up with Knockhazel. She'll lob that forward. Opportunity time for the Tigers. Sullivan was able to get it past the keeper. It looks like this might result in a penalty shot. Getz is calling for Coach Montero. A yellow card will be administered to the keeper of the Worland Warriors. It's pretty hard contact coming from Argeris. Worland's going to need to find a new keeper. Lander officials checking to see if Sullivan's okay. You can tell they play a lot together. Getz was first to come over and senses something wasn't quite right. I'll reset our timer here, folks. The clock is stopped with 51 seconds. Announcement going out from Cyril Stauffenberg, the athletic director here of Lander Valley High School, letting parents know that they will have senior night directly after this match. Sullivan will be helped off the field. That gives a penalty shot awarded to Emma Getz. This is 1v1. Getz is an exceptional shooter. We'll see how this ends up for the Lander Tigers. The rest will get ready. Shot on goal. A little too high. No good for Emma Getz with the Tigers. You can hear ecstatic screams coming from all members of Worland. Excuse me, I should not have started the clock. My apologies. Keeper kick's going to come out from the Worland Warriors. We'll see Argeris come back to the goal. Play will resume. 48 seconds to go. Morton goes forward, sends it to Hansen. Hansen to the side to Knockhazel, who will drop back. Boot up into the air is met with Nielsen. 27 seconds to go. Adnip on the side. I believe she was the substitute as Sullivan headed out. She'll take it from the touchline. Moves forward, meets up with Worland. 7 seconds. Lander still keeping the motion. Nielsen forward, and that's game for the Lander Lady Tigers. Final score, in favor of Worland 3-0 here at Bill Bush Stadium. Please stick around, folks. We're going to take a quick break, and as we do our post-game show, we'll also be doing senior night here at Lander Valley High School. I'll see if I can't get the wind to chill out on our microphone a bit, and maybe we can hear some of the honors that they're doing for the students. That here in just a sec on WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and on YouTube.
Seem like it's feeling a little under the weather. Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at...
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for two, Tuesday through Thursdays, now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
We're back here at Lander Stadium, Bill Bush Stadium, that is. Commencing here in a sec will be senior night. Thank you, Sarah. They're going to honor the girls first, and then they will honor the boy seniors. So.
All right, we'll go ahead and get started here with the first senior girl, Bethany Miller.
Bethany Miller up first.
Parents are Merlin and Leslie Miller. Siblings are Jake and Nicole Miller. Her future plans are to go to Casper College.
She plans to go to Casper College, according to AD Cyril Stauffenberg. Great moment for these seniors tonight. Second senior is Haley Lytle. See her walking out. She's with her dad, mom, and brother. They walk out to meet Coach Montero. Oh wow, she plans to attend Laramie County College and become a radiology tech. Haley Lytle is senior at Lander Valley High School. Coach Schaaf up next, ready to welcome his seniors. Oh, cool. They have a recording of the voices of the boys.
Study outdoor recreation or law enforcement. My favorite high school memory was prom night, playing varsity soccer in Lander. It's taught me the value of brotherhood. The number one bucket list item is to change at least one person's life for the better. Thanks, Grandma, Grandpa, the Redmonds, Monty, Debbie, Vicky, Mom, Coach Brett.
How cool. Made sure to thank his coach.
My name is Mike Hilliard. My parents are Timmy and Jim. I have one brother and one sister. Their names are Joseph and Mabel. In my spare time, I like to work with my family. After high school, I plan to attend the University of Wyoming and major in finance and agricultural economics. My favorite high school memory was state soccer freshman year. Playing varsity soccer in Lander has been fun because I get to be with my friends. My number one bucket list item is to travel the world. Thanks to my parents, family, coaches, former coaches, and teammates.
My name is Nico. My parents are Tony and Lisa. I have 3 brothers. Their names are Noah, Eli, and Abe. In my spare time, I like to lift weights, play with my puppy, and skate. After high school, I plan to attend the University of Wyoming and major in kinesiology. My favorite high school memory was playing varsity with the upperclassmen freshman year. Playing varsity soccer in Lander has taught me the value of hard work and the advantages of working as a team. My number one bucket item list is to start my own business. Thank you, parents, brothers, coaches, and teammates.
My name is Nathan Nickel. My parents are Annie and Martin Schubarth. I have one older brother named Riverton and one younger sister.
Unfortunately, the wind isn't going to cooperate with us, folks. Camden Nickel being honored now. Hopes to major in civil engineering. His favorite high school memory was beating Riverton 3-0.
My number one bucket list item is to win state with the boys. And thanks to my parents, Coach Shaw, Brett, and Kyle. And thanks to the boys for pushing me to work harder.
A lot of seniors on the boys team. Gus Mosman up next.
In my spare time, I like to spend time outside with my friends. After high school, I plan to attend MSU and major in architecture.
Plans to go to MSU and major in architecture in the future.
Playing varsity soccer in Lander taught me to be a leader. My number one bucket list.
I like how they had the student voices come on today for the broadcast.
My parents, coaches, and the new and old teammates.
My name is Connor Ayers.
Connor Ayers up next. Saw his banner on the way into town today. It's also Connor Ayers joining them.
After high school, I plan to join the Air Force and major in pre-medicine.
Connor hopes to join the Air Force, major in medicine.
During lifetime sports. And playing varsity soccer in Lander has taught me the value of teamwork, not only on the field, but also in everyday life. My number one bucket list item is to go skydiving.
Wants to go skydiving one day.
My family and my coaches for preparing me for the future and making all my dreams possible.
My name is Zach, and I live with my Aunt Shannon and Uncle Grace. I have 2 sisters. Their names are Layla and Trace.
They're honoring the manager for the team, which is a little crazy for me because I've known this one since she was very little. Her favorite high school memory was moving back to Wyoming.
Seeing as I was unofficially voted MVP. My number one bucket list item is to bench more than Nico. And I'd like to thank my parents.
Her number one bucket list item is to bench more than Nico Loham.
My name is Blaze Laird. My parents are Jason and Crystal Laird.
Blaze Laird.
Their names are Trey and Colton. In my spare time, I like to look for antlers and fish with the boys. After high school, I plan to go to Nebraska Community College. My favorite high school memory was making cool things in Acme. Playing varsity soccer in Lander has taught me to be patient. My number one bucket list item is to graduate. Thank you, coaches, for inspiring us to keep working hard.
Your seniors on the fields, folks.
To all seniors, good luck, and thank you to all parents.
Amazing group of students here, folks, at Lander Valley High School in Bill Bush Stadium. They deserve all the good things, folks. It's going to be sad to see these athletes, these students and community members move on, but that's how it works, right? Great senior night commemoration here at Bill Bush Stadium. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with the post-game show. Not too much to cover up, folks. Well, actually, we'll just go ahead and recap the scores real quick. There were 3 scores during that last match with the Lady Tigers, all going to Worland. It was a rough start for the Lady Tigers today. Just couldn't quite rein in the passes, and Worland took advantage when they had a lot of pressure behind the 18. So something to look forward to in the next several matches. On the road, the Lady Tigers will face off against Lyman and Mountain View next week. We'll be there on the road. I found out, unfortunately, today I will not be able to carry video for the state championship. So unfortunately, well, not championship, but also for the competition at state, there is a current non-compete agreement saying that other broadcasters cannot have broadcast rights. So that will be an out-of-state company that carries that. We'll elaborate more later, but for now, let's focus on the upcoming match. The Lander Tigers will face off against Worland, who has some pretty impressive standings. That next here on WyoToday.com.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School Soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers! I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at...
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's
Truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for 2 Tuesday through Thursdays now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium here in Lander, gearing up for the men's match next here on WyoToday.com. I'm opening up some Max Preps links here. Lander, according to Max Preps, I think this is up to date, 6-5 overall, 5-4 in the 3A Mountain West. Today, going up against Worland. Now, when they visited Worland about 2 weeks ago, did not find success there. It was Worland 5, Lander Valley 1 as the final score. But, you know, Worland is a tough team. They're ranked pretty high up in the state standings, 10-0 overall, 8-0 inside the 3A Mountain West. So today's match is set to be a good one. I know last time I talked with Coach Schaff, they were watching some tape and getting ready for this contest. I'm excited to see what this team has in store. On deck, as far as the schedule goes, I believe it's been changed up. There will be a game on Wednesday. Let me look at our schedule here. So I think instead of on Saturday, I believe Mountain View is on Wednesday, but I'm going to double check, and that way I give you the right time. We will have those live here on WyoToday.com. And yeah, we're going to pack up. It'll be a fun time. It's been a while since I visited the town of Mountain View, but I'll be excited to do that. The team looking good today, gearing up for this contest with 9 minutes, 21 seconds to go until the starting lineups. Keep it right here on WyoToday.com, streaming live on both Facebook and YouTube.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers! I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin,
You had me at...
white truffle risotto, crab dip,
Sounds good, let's
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
to Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for two, Tuesday through Thursdays, now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
We're back in Lander, live from Bill Bush Stadium, gearing up for the Lander Tigers to head off against the Worland Warriors. Now, nice day, a windy day, however, so I think that's been a little tricky, at least in the previous match here at Lander Stadium. Excited to see how senior night plays out for the men's team. They're going up against Worland, who's currently 10-0 and 8-0 in 3A Mountain West. It's going to be a tough match, but I'm excited to see it nonetheless. I want to check something, too. So the stats last time I checked these in Worland... I've got to open up Worland again here. So on Max Preps, I was checking out some of their scoring stats, and now Venable, he's kind of a sneaky player, okay? Now, that's meant as a compliment, but Cole Venable, he'll be starting today, but 29 goals this season, and Gonzalez is right behind him with 11. I don't know. Let me check to see if Landers has been updated. Maybe not. Maybe? Oh, that's because I'm on the girls tab for Max Preps. We'll go back here. Because last time I had checked, I don't think they were updated. But that being said, it's going to be a tough match today, but I'm excited to see it nonetheless. Stats. Here we go. All right. Let's check it out to see if it's been updated. Goals for the season. Well, it has Loham in the lead with 8. I'm not entirely positive when the last time that was updated, but Loham up top. Donahue directly after him with 7. Actually, several have 7. Reed, Weaver, all top scorers. And, of course, looking to get a win on the Lander Valley Tigers senior night. We're going to take a quick break about 2 minutes away from the starting lineups here on WyoToday.com.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
And we're back at Bill Bush Stadium. Getting ready to start the men's match between Worland and Lander. Now, I did lock down days as far as the schedule change for next week. We'll talk about that in just a sec. Mountain View will be Wednesday, and then Lyman on Saturday. So we'll talk about that. Pretty gosh darn windy day here at Bill Bush Stadium. We're going to start off with our starting lineups for the Warriors. Their keeper today for the Warriors will be Cade Weber. Number 2, Rudy Sanford. Number 3, Coulter Wyman. Number 4, Jory Anderson. Number 9, Cole Venable. Number 10, Yahir Rodriguez. Number 11, Carter Clark. Number 20, Riley Blood. Number 21, JT Klinghagen. Number 24, Court Gonzalez. For the Tigers today, we have the keeper, Cody Elliott. Number 7, a senior, Parker Reed. Number 8, a junior, Kellen Donahue. Number 9, a senior, Gus Mosman. Number 10, a senior, Nico Loham. Number 11, a junior, Ben Hamilton. Number 17, a senior, McLean Hellier. Number 19, a senior, Camden Nickel. And we have number 33, Callum Wheeler, a sophomore this year. Number 37, a sophomore, Matisse Weaver. And last but not least, a junior, number 46, Joe Hellier, coached by Dean Schaff. Assistant coaches are Derek Pyle and Brett Prinz for the Lander Tigers. That schedule change that we were chatting about, Mountain View on Wednesday will be at 4 and 6. Boys will go first, followed by the girls at 6. Then on Saturday in Lyman at 11 and 1. We will have those games covered. Lots of wind still at Bill Bush Stadium. It's a sunny day, but a windy one. Refs get ready. They're making sure all the refs are in their correct positions. And time will start here at Bill Bush Stadium. Started off with a well-placed lob downfield was Rodriguez. Hellier on the side. Forward to Reed at the 50. Takes it to the sideline again. Warren will get caught up. Mosman tiptoes around him to avoid the penalty. Mosman goes right over to Nickel. They're going to call a foul on the contact between Weaver and Jory Anderson. Rodriguez with the free. He'll give that a boot downfield and way past the end line. Lander ball with a goal kick. Elliott will take this out himself. Callum Wheeler rushing forward with intensity, trying to block out Worland. Rodriguez in the middle, takes a kick, blocked by Mosman. Weaver finding a break. He'll make his way downfield. During that play, looks like Wassam went to the ground. Refs called it clean. Sanford's going to send it downfield. Meets up with some other Warriors. Going to take a shot on goal. It looks like that went off the back of someone's head. A little rough on Mosman. He walks it off. He's the, I have to say this. Breaking out of the play-by-play character for a moment as a corner kick comes from Worland. Mosman is the king of shaking it off. He's normally the center part of some rough play. Ahead into the goal and blocked by Cody Elliott. What a play by the Tigers. Great block by Elliott. He'll take the keeper kick. He's going to send it with a soft pass to the left over to Loham. They're going to call an offsides, it looks like, on Donahue. Sends Lander back. We're going to, nope, our field mic still won't work. It's a little too windy for that. Clark's going to take the free kick. I'll end up past the goal line. Lander ball. Let's play along the side. Goes out of bounds. Wassam from the touch line. Excuse me. I don't know what the wind's blowing in, but it's making me need to sneeze, so I apologize, folks. Reed's going to play keep away, sends it out past the sideline. Wassam opts to drop back to Rodriguez. Forward back to Wassam. Ball going inside the penalty box. Shot on goal and in for the Warriors. We'll stop our clock here, folks. 35 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the first half. That score on behalf of Cole Venable. Now, we talked about him just before this. He's one that makes some of those sneaky plays. Play will resume. Back of the side. Hilliard trying to get a turnaround. Forward movement by the Warriors. Just before the box, a shot on goal taken. Too much power and a little too far right. That'll go past the end line. Worland leaving plenty of elbow room, but when they're doing those well-placed shots and able to get a play on there, that could be dangerous. Hamilton on the side, goes forward to Reed. A swipe by Clark. Excuse me, that's not Clark. That's Klinghagen. A lot of back and forth in midfield. Weaver comes forward, sends it over to Nickel. He'll readjust in center circle, over to Hamilton. Hamilton goes for the tackle. Whistles, they'll call it Worland ball. Oh, excuse me, that'll be a goal kick for Lander. Loham getting set up. He'll send it out to Reed, just left to center circle. Weaver chips it forward, gets a chest on it from Wassam of Worland. Good stop by Loham. Reed's starting to apply some pressure. Playing keep away. Carter Clark is going to send it left to Anderson. They'll drop back to Rodriguez. Wind still blowing intently here at Bill Bush Stadium. Wassam's going to drop back to Rodriguez, forward to Anderson, working the formation. Coming in for Worland. To the field, we see Mac Page. Worland from the touch line. Clark to Anderson. Anderson forward. And Wassam waiting on the other side. He'll do a lob just in front of the goal. Cleared away. That's thanks to Hellier and Callum Wheeler. Hellier with the throw from the far side. Goes into Loham. Back and forth, trying to keep away from Worland. Shot on goal, over and in. It's kind of a sporadic shot, but it's one that worked. Looks like that came off of Court Gonzalez for Worland. So at 30 minutes, 57 seconds to go. I'll stop our timer here so we can play catch up. Reed will bring the ball back into play. Loham moves forward to Weaver. Weaver from the side, out on Worland. Weaver from the touchline. Tosses in. Meets up with Rodriguez, who I think in this game so far and in last game I saw him, has some pretty tough footwork to keep up with. forward from Gonzalez. McLean Hellier racing forward, eliminates the danger as Worland was closing in on the danger zone. Wassam from the touch. That's going to make its way to Gonzalez. Whistles in favor of Worland. It's going to be a free kick, and the thing that is interesting about these guys is it'll line up like one of them's going to take the ball, and then sometimes Venable will sneak in to try to make a goal. Venable in with that hook shot, and the rebound makes the score. Shot on goal. I believe that was taken by Sanford. Oh, excuse me, that's actually Carter Clark. Mixing up their scoring lineup today with 29 minutes and 24 seconds to go. Current score 3-0 in favor of the Warriors. Play's going to bring us back. Forward motion by the Warriors. Shot on goal by Anderson with a sliding stop from Cody Elliott. Ball's going to go back downfield. Rodriguez moving forward, trying to keep up with him, is Silas Wheeler. Kick forward will go off the leg of Callum Wheeler. Coming forward to smother it out. Picks it up, Cody Elliott. Weaver stops near the side. Gives it a flick over to McLean Hellier. Goes out of bounds. Toss into Anderson for Worland. They'll send to center circle. Making up with Klinghagen. Klinghagen reading the field. Stops until Beeson makes a move. Tries to give Lander some fancy footwork, gets caught up. A big booming kick will go up and over the goal. Lander ball with a goal kick. Stick around for the halftime show at today's game. Whistles will take Worland back and Lander forward with a free kick. The kick's going to go off the head of Nickel. Ends up with Rodriguez, who gives it a flick to center circle. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Lander ball being brought back in by Otis Beeson. I lied. He gives that up to Joe Hellier. Rodriguez left to Wassam. Worland working the formation. Be attempted a shot on goal. Taken by Venable, stopped by Cody Elliott, brought back out with a toss. In for the Warriors, we'll see Dawson Rogers for the first time this match. Wasson from the side into Anderson. He'll get that a lob. Gets headed by Beeson. Klinghagen forward. Lander leaving some elbow room. Let's let Worland advance near the box, followed out of bounds by Callum Wheeler. The sun's shining, but there are some clouds coming over the mountain. Curious to see if that'll lead to any rain this afternoon. Loham with the kick from inside the box. Lane Hellier with good coverage. Inside the box, Worland Warriors looking to make a play. Gets cleared out by the Lander Tigers. Silas Wheeler forward. Goes to Mosby with a swipe from Anderson. Great back and forth between these two teams. Makes for an exciting match to watch. A swipe mid-pass from Welsh. Then a shot on goal taken by the Warriors goes out past the end line. .23 minutes, 37 seconds to go. Current score 3-0 in favor of the Worland Warriors. Lander looking to change that. Beeson on the side, goes forward along the sideline. Klinghagen trying to get a swipe. Silas Wheeler gets a foot on it and a stop by Welsh. A lot of back and forth. Worland drops back, giving Lander time to set up a bit more. They'll be kicked out of bounds, followed out by Anderson. Looks like Wasson will be the one to take that back in. A large lob takes it down to the opposite side of the field. Silas Wheeler follows it out of bounds. Toss from Wasson. If you have a chance to be here at Bilbo Stadium, I suggest you do it. It's senior night. Gonna be a great match against these two teams. Wasson with the toss in. Yields a bit of a shove from Weaver. That was against Venable. Try that. Something knocking behind me. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Rodriguez with the free kick. He'll take that around Venable. Getting a nice spin on the shot. Klinghagen's going to send it downfield near the box. That'll go out of bounds. Worland's making good use of their aerial time. Using some moves from their defensive players that send it downfield and give them some opportunities. Wasson forward. Great move by the ref, dodging out of the way. Shot on goal taken. Too far left. Cody Elliott there, just in case. Goal kick for the Lander Tigers. Good home crowd here for the Tigers. I have to say, though, they generally have a good home crowd most of the time, and a great visiting crowd. Nice swipe by Wheeler. Lander has some parents that travel along. It's been a pleasure getting to know them as we go, so thanks to the parents that have stopped to say hi. Anderson in the center, drops back to Rodriguez. Following him up is Silas Wheeler. Worland starting to walk, taking their time. 20 minutes and 3 seconds. Wondering if on the next out, if they'll have a water break like the previous. And looks like instead they'll have a substitution. Must think it's cool enough. Coming in for the Warriors is number 11, Carter Clark. Heading to the bench is Anderson. Ball's back into play with Wassam. Over to Rodriguez. Moves left to Wheeler. Worland gaining headway. Hellier quick to shut it down. That was Joe Hellier, by the way. Sometimes I forget first names. Substitutions for Lander coming in. We have Parker Reed, Kellen Donahue. Who else did I see just hop in there? Hamilton. Back to Klinghagen. I would like to ask this kid if he is rocking a Wyoming waterfall, aka a mullet. If it is, he's officially gained some cool points in my book. Down the left side of the field, Venable drops back to Wassam. That'll be out on Lander, back in with Worland. He'll toss just in front of Venable. Clark drops back to Klinghagen. Worland giving himself some room. Meets up with Hamilton on the side, who tries to take a swipe. That'll go out of bounds. Lander ball being brought in by Joe Hellier. They'll whistle that and give it to Worland. Donahue trying to cover Rodriguez. He'll drop it back to the keeper. Klinghagen on the side. Moves forward to the right. Good swipe mid-pass. Lander making progress. Heads to the wing. A sliding stop by the keeper. That came out from Cade Weber. Great forward motion by Lander. Just met up with the keeper as he slid in to that line of fire. It's going to give a corner kick to Lander. He's going to move the flag out of the way. Wind is wreaking havoc on the corner flags out there. Boot up and over. Gets palmed by the keeper. He's trying to get back in. A shot up and over, and it's good for the Lander Valley Tigers. Taken on. Was that McLean Hellier? That was McLean Hellier with the first score for this ball game for the Lander Tigers. What a shot. I think that got over maybe 5 opposing players. Had enough spin, maybe, that took it into the far left corner while he was on the far right. That was fantastic. Play will resume. I'll fix our clock. A big boot from Klinghagen sends the ball back into the Lander side of the field and out past the end line. I think they're going to call it. Looks like it was out at a point before that. My apologies for the confusion. Anderson in the middle for Worland. Sends left to Wasson. Reed with heavy coverage. He'll chest that. He'll move down the sideline. Sends over to Welsh. Forward to Donahue. They're going to call offsides. He was behind the last defender. And maybe he was in the motion and maybe got a foot ahead. It's a tough one, but a free kick. I respect the referees because they have to make those tough calls when I would not want to be the one down there making those. Headed by Anderson. Mosman goes left. Lander playing from left to right on your screen today, at least in this first half of play. 14 minutes, 24 seconds to go. Elliott moves forward. He's going to give it an arm. Goes out to Reed, who tries to keep it in bounds. That'll be out on Lander. Worland into Anderson. Good swipe there by Lander over to Welsh. That gets dropped back in center circle to Mosman. It's going to go out on the Tigers. Good forward motion. Coming in for the Warriors. That's going to be Riley Blood to the field. Wassam from the side. Great swipe by Welsh. Meets up with Rodriguez, who does it right back. Drop back to Klinghagen, goes forward to the side. That forward progression stopped by Callum Wheeler. Sends it back to Rodriguez of Worland. Shot on goal. Stopped again by Wheeler. He's on his game today for defense. Whistles. They'll call that on Lander. Lander gearing up for the free kick. Palmed away by Elliott. Followed out by the defense of Lander. Worland trying to apply that pressure right back. They lose some of that momentum. Give it over to Rodriguez, who's going to take a lob. Up, over, and in. That was honestly about 42 yards away from the net. So with 11 minutes and 48 seconds to go, this ball game is a 4-1 match. That's in favor of Worland. An interesting kick there. Substitutions coming in for Lander. We'll see Weaver return to the field. We also see Silas Wheeler. Now keep in mind that your Tigers will move forward after this match to face off against Lyman and Mountain View of next week. Mountain View is moved to Wednesday at 4 and 6. Boys will play first. And then on Saturday, they'll pack their bags and go to Lyman. Heavy coverage on Rodriguez from Wheeler. Hamilton rushes forward trying to get a swipe from Klinghagen. That pass will go to Anderson. Changed up by Wheeler. Callum Wheeler that time. Reed at the side. He'll go forward to Silas Wheeler. He drops back there to find the ball was Wassam. Forward movement from Venable. Worland getting inside the box. Switched around by McLean Hellier. A triple take place. Ref was there. Looks like it was clean. Elliott will give it an arm. And whistles. That may have been an advantage. I could be wrong. My friend Scott is teaching me about certain calls that maybe I didn't know about before. Ball's going to get headed around. Gets a knee from Nickel. To the side with McLean Hellier. Goes forward to Wheeler. Did some ankle action. That'll go out of bounds on Lander. Worland ball. Gonzalez follows that out of bounds. Wassam from the touch. Wheeler with a jumping kick returns that. Sun's still shining bright, but there's a big cloud headed this way. Bill Bush Stadium is a beautiful place to be right now, folks. Great soccer match between these two teams. You can see that the approach against Worland has changed since the last time they faced. That was about 2 weeks ago at Worland's home field. Welsh in center circle meets up with Gonzalez. He'll take the swipe. Forward to Reed. Reed on the side to Nickel. Nickel trying to find a spot to sneak in. He'll take it back. That'll be called a penalty. Looks like he went into Gonzalez, and that'll be called a free kick. Rodriguez lines up. Sends it across the field into the wing of the Lander Tigers. That's a player with a kick. Substitutions for Worland. Joining the field, we have Schneider along with Mac Page. Since it went past the end line, we have a goal kick for the Warriors. Gonzalez from the corner. Sends it just in front. That'll go out past the end line. Take two. Join us for the halftime show. It's about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. That corner kick goes just in front of the goal. Klinghagen looking to take a head on it. No good. We have Otis Beeson returning to the field for the Tigers. Goal kick for Lander is going to come out from Loham. It's a Lander ball from the side. Joe Hellier tosses in. Lands just in front of Silas Wheeler, who gives it a nice side kick. That'll be followed into the box, where the keeper from Worland takes it away. Out of bounds on Lander. That'll be Worland ball with Wassam. Oh, looks like he's going to opt to have Venable take it in. Sanford sends it forward, meets up with McLean Hellier, who says no thanks, and sends it back to center circle. Hellier on the side tries to send it forward. That'll go out. Rodriguez with a shot on goal gets palmed away by Elliott. He'll go forward and take it to the edge of the box. He'll send a rolling ball out to McLean Hellier, who drops back to Callum Wheeler. He'll give that a lob to center circle, where it's returned by Rodriguez. The shot on goal. I think they'll say it was not touched, was it? I think they'll call a touch on that from Cody Elliott. He jumped to make sure the ball was cleared away, which gives a corner kick to the Worland Warriors. This corner kick coming in from Gonzalez. Ball's up. Gets headed away. Looks like Callum Wheeler was responsible for that. Silas Wheeler will go forward. He gets fouled, giving a free kick to Lander. McLean Hellier is going to line up, send a kick that's headed by Klinghagen. Silas Wheeler drops back to Joe Hellier. In the center to Weaver. Weaver with good footwork moves forward. Keeps control even though he's getting double coverage. Worland working the sideline. Stays in by inches. I'm talking inches, folks. Like, it was touching the line. Missed opportunity for the Warriors. They'll take another shot on goal. That gets blocked by the calf of Weaver. Shot on goal. Goes up and over through the field goal post. Goal kick for Lander. 2 minutes, 52 seconds to go in this first half of play. Join us for the halftime show. We'll recap scores and talk a little bit about the upcoming schedule. Only 2 more games left. This is the last home game, so if you haven't had a chance to watch the Lander Tigers play on their home turf this year, you better do it. That goal kick's going to go out past the sideline, followed out by Weaver. Or excuse me, that was out by Reed, my bad. Toss back in from Schneider. 2 more games in the regular season after this, and then it's state. And unfortunately, folks, I found out I will not be able to broadcast video. Unfortunately, there is a broadcast clause taken on by an out-of-state company saying that I can't do video at state. So while I'm bummed, I will still be there doing a voice play-by-play. It'll be old radio style, which I'm cool with. We'll also be doing that on 93.9 FM. The slide there, it's going to be called Clean. Worland moving forward. Getting caught up with Joe Hellier. He'll turn it around. That'll roll out of bounds. So as unfortunate it is, I'm still very grateful that I've got to cover sports this season. And I've been in talks with continuing this again for next year, so thank you so much for having me. Snyder will take it forward. Anderson now with Worland. It's been a learning curve season for me, with learning how to run video and do play-by-play simultaneously. So thanks for hanging in there through the learning curve and still watching today. It is senior night. Blocked by Cody Elliott. He's going to pick it up and clear away the danger. That toss forward goes to McLean Hellier. Give it an ankle, that'll go out. Back in for Worland. Wasting no time with 44 seconds to go. Then we'll have our halftime. Somehow the big scary cloud that was coming over the sun did go away, and it's still pretty sunny here at Bill Busch Stadium. Worland ball from the side being brought in by Sanford. Reed gets a swipe, gets turned back around by Worland. Forward motion shut down. That came off of Parker Reed, but now it'll be a Worland ball from the corner. That'll be the half, folks. We're going to take a halftime with them. We'll recap the first half of play, and we'll talk about the upcoming schedule for the Lander Valley Tigers. That here on WyoToday.com.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota, they're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
I'm Sarah Penn. Go Tigers! I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin,
You had me at...
white truffle risotto, crab dip,
Sounds good, let's
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
to Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for two, Tuesday through Thursdays, now through April 8th.
Welcome back to Bill Bush Stadium. We're joined with some wind here at the stadium, as you can see by the flags. The first half of play has concluded, leaving us with a total of 4 for the Worland Warriors and 1 for the Lander Valley Tigers. Now, really fast-paced first half of play. The scoring started early on with 35 minutes to go, so just 5 minutes in. Venables able to make the first score back behind Cody Elliott. 5 minutes later, Gonzalez, they're sharing the scoring time today. Then Clark was able to make a goal for Worland. And then, with 16 minutes, 30 seconds to go, the tables turned a bit. Lander was able to get in the back of the net with McLean Hellier. The amount of skill that it took to get this shot inside the net was fantastic. He started on the far right, I want to say pretty close to the goal line, and he was able to hook shot that in, made it in the bottom left of that goal. So that changed it 3-1 against the Lander Valley Tigers. And then with 11 minutes, 43 seconds to go, Rodriguez did a lob, it had to be about 40 yards, went into the goal and took this game 4-1 in favor of the Warriors. We have about 5 minutes left at the halftime show here. Then we'll join back with your second half of play. It's gorgeous here at Bill Bush Stadium, and I'm telling you, if you haven't had a chance to watch live sports this year yet, this is the day to do it. It's also senior night and the last home game for the Lander Valley Tigers. We'll be back with your next half of play with this on WyoToday.com.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations. Paired with extra low dispersion ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
Attending college at Central Wyoming College's Alpine Science Institute is the perfect place to be during a pandemic. You can live in a cabin and be socially distanced in the beautiful foothills of the Wind River Mountains. The Alpine Science Institute is a multi-use educational and recreational center for degrees in outdoor education, outdoor recreation, environmental science, anthropology, and expedition science. Don't let a pandemic stop you from pursuing a degree that is full of adventure. Go to www.cwc.edu/alpinescience and make your way.
Central Bank and Trust is a proud supporter of Lander Valley Soccer. With 3 branches in Fremont County, their mission is to help develop Wyoming communities with Wyoming values. From opening your first checking account to taking out a loan for a new business venture, Central Bank and Trust is your local bank and lender. Central Bank and Trust brings top-of-the-line technologies to their customers with chipped debit cards, mobile deposit, QuickBooks integration for businesses, online bill pay, and more. Central Bank and Trust. It's more than a bank, it's a community. Visit centralbankandtrust.com. Good luck and go Tigers.
When it comes to protecting your family, home, car, or business, you can count on Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company. You deserve a local agent who is dedicated to helping you with all of your insurance needs. And that's what you'll get with Jake Hunke, your local Farm Bureau agent. Jake Hunke offers the quality products and services you're looking for. Visit his new location at 450 Main Street in Lander or call 307-332-3295 and discover the advantages of working with a local agent. Trust experience. Trust Farm Bureau.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Welcome back. A minute 23 left in this halftime period. Then we'll come back with the second half of play. Another 40 minutes of Lander Valley High School facing off against Worland. Now, Worland has a pretty impressive standing so far, 10-0 overall, and then I believe it's 8-0 in the 3A Mountain West. So as this continues, I always like seeing this team in particular, see how they adjust as they go into the second half of play. That being said, the clouds that were starting to creep over the stadium, not so much now. So as you can see, it's a pretty nice day. It's a little gloomy over there, but it's definitely sunshine here at Bill Bush Stadium. We'll switch sides. This time, Lander going from right to left on your screen, and if you're a Worland fan, you're watching from left to right. And of course, if you're looking to come watch some great local youth sports, you still have another 40 minutes left in this ball game. Refs will blow the whistle, and we're off with the second half of play. Whistles, it'll be Lander ball from the touch. Hillier will opt to drop back to Wheeler and forward to Weaver. Out on Lander, Wasson from the side into Anderson. Anderson boots it on the opposite side of the field. Worland moves forward. Hamilton able to get a touch. That'll be Lander ball off the penalty. They'll stop the clock. Wells checking on him. Coach Schaaf coming in from the bench. I want to invite you to the post-game show. I know it's about 38 minutes away. We'll recap the scores of this match and take a look at the upcoming schedule. Both teams so far today have kept up a pretty even pace. Worland's just a little more deadly with their, I want to say, just precise shooting. Kevin Nichols going to be helped off of the field. He'll get some applause from the home crowd and some of the away crowd. That free kick's going to be taken on by Weaver. Play will start again. 38 minutes, 52 seconds to go in this contest. Loham in the wing, trying to get control of the ball. That'll get booted out. Looks like Lander ball from the side. Tossed in by Reed. Beeson comes forward. A lob downfield by Worland, met up with McLean Hellier. He'll return the favor. Rodriguez making his way to right field for the Worland Warriors. A nice stop by Parker Reed. Slid forward to get a foot on that and stop momentum. A drop back to Carter Clark, over to Anderson. Reed's there too. He'll kick it up enough to send it back behind the 50. Great speed by Hellier. Gets a bit too much of a block, giving Lander the ball with a free kick taken on by Weaver. Looks like a foul onto Parker Reed. We'll send the ball back into play from the free. Up in front of the goal, an attempted head on it. No good for Lander, but a great attempt by Donahue. Four to 1, 36 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Keeper kick is out. Gets headed by Klinghagen. Back to the circle with Reed. A swipe by Wasson will take it back to center circle. They're going to call a handball, I believe, on Hamilton. Toppled over on top of it. It's a free kick being taken on by Sanford. Goes just in front of the goal. Caught safely by Cody Elliott. No good for the Warriors. He'll send that rolling out of the penalty box to Weaver. Bit of a trip there. Must look clean from the perspective of the ref. A slide forward to save the ball. That gets put into the wing. It's left idle for a minute, then kicked out of bounds. Intense pressure being put on the Tigers by the Worland Warriors. Substitution coming in for Worland. See if I can get my glass on him. Looks like it's Mac Page. Bringing it in from the corner is Gonzalez. That goes in. Several are there to meet it from both teams. It's now a power struggle. Beeson able to get a foot on it, sends it forward. Great momentum by the Tigers, trying to get past Rodriguez. Goes forward to Donahue. Donahue with a chance. And it gets cleared out by the keeper for Worland, but great forward momentum. Don't look away because we have a soccer match, folks. While everyone was caught up with the commotion in the Lander goal, they were able to use that to their advantage. The zigzag pass will go out of bounds. It's going to be Worland ball. Toss to Klinghagen. He'll give it a deep lob. Callum Wheeler returns that. Reed looking to make it past the 50. Wassam to Rodriguez. Donahue giving Rodriguez a run for his money with the footwork. That's going to be lobbed out by Wassam. Toss in from Reed. Forward movement by Weaver. A swipe from in front of Weaver with Rodriguez. He drops right to Coulter Wyman. He'll go down the side. Meets up with Sanford, who's facing off against Lander's number 2, which is Welsh. Current score 4-1 in favor of the Warriors. 33 minutes, 6 seconds to go. Shot on goal taken, blocked out by Cody Elliott. He'll pick it up, run it to the edge of the box. Let Lander get set up. He'll give it a drop kick. Lands on the Tiger in the center of the stadium. Gets a chip back from Klinghagen. Klinghagen gets ahead. In front of him is Weaver. Weaver moving forward, trying to get past Rodriguez. He gets a foot on it, chips it back. Beeson there to stop. Some back and forth around the football 30. Ball's going to go downfield into the wing of the Tigers. Inside the box, getting tripped up is Callum Wheeler. I think that was alongside Sanford. That won't result in a penalty, but it will result in a corner kick for the Worland Warriors. That chip in gets a little rough. Penalty called against the Warriors. It'll be Lander ball. Wheeler's going to do a kick forward. Goes to center circle where it's chested by Worland. Lohan moving forward. Dribbles it, trying to make it to Donahue. Gets chipped away by the Warriors. Weaver back at the 50. Sends forward to Hamilton. Gets booted away, that time by Wyman. Coverage from the Tigers making it hard to get past the 50 for the Warriors. Cody comes forward, narrows down the angles, saves the ball, clears the goal. Reed goes for the ball, gets it swiped away by Anderson. Back down the side this time. Coverage from Joe Hellier. Has Worland dropping the ball back, trying to work the formation. Forward to Sanford. Sanford versus Beeson. He'll chip that left with a lobbed shot on goal coming from Cole Venable. Substitution coming in from the side. We'll see Nickelback on the field. Also joining us is Silas Wheeler. To the bench, we see, I believe that's Welsh and Reed. Goal kick comes out from Callum Wheeler. Worley keeps it inbounds. Loham there to meet it at the side. Worland trying to find a spot to take advantage. Gets switched around by Callum Wheeler, who sends it forward over to Nickel. Loham trying to stay out of the group of Warriors that was waiting for him. Now in the possession of Rodriguez for Worland. Forward from Wyman. It's going to roll through center circle, across the Tiger, and forward. Putting some pressure on Lander. That'll be kicked out past the end line. Substitution. In for Hamilton. I believe that's Connor Ayers. Let me double check. Nope, this time it is Carter Ayers. My apologies. Weaver quick to get a foot on it. Carter Ayers moves forward. Sends it to center circle. Meets up with Rodriguez from Worland. Back the opposite direction. Rodriguez using his footwork this time. Gets caught up with Loham. Loham trying to keep the ball in his possession. Worland still making headway. They're about the football 20. Shot on goal taken. That'll go right. Gets deflected. Back in the wing. This time with Carter Clark. I believe that's an offsides call. Welsh back into the game. I see two going out though, so I may have missed someone. We have Beeson, Hellier, Carter Ayers, McLean Hellier. The goal keep. A little far out from the net. He met up with the ball, narrowed down the angles. Blaze Laird, that was the other that came in, I believe. You're watching live Lander Soccer here on WyoToday.com. 26 minutes left in this contest. Current score 4-1 in favor of Worland. Substitution for Worland. Joining the field is Gavin Schneider. It's Worland ball from the touchline. From the far line, they go into Anderson. Pass right goes to Wyman. Taking control on the wing is Welsh. That'll go out. Worland ball. Lander seems to be figuring out some things that might be working against the Worland Warriors. After all, they are 10-0 in the season. An attempted stop by Cody Elliott. That shot in from Gonzalez. Let me stop our timer here. Current score 5-1 in favor of the Worland Warriors. Live in Bill Bush Stadium. I'll write that one down. Time will start again. Center circle. Still plenty of energy from both of these teams. Shot on goal taken. No good for the Worland Warriors. Nice block by Cody Elliott on behalf of LVHS. That, however, does give a corner kick to the Worland Warriors. Kicks up, goes just in front of the goal. Running kick by Rodriguez, takes it back in, returned by Weaver. Back to Rodriguez, makes the shot, bounces off the field goal post. That'll be considered out. Substitution for the Tigers. Loham back in. The goal kick from Wheeler. He'll send that to the 50 off the head of Nickel. That'll roll back to the box. Picking up the package was Court Gonzalez. Excuse me, that was Cade Weber, the keeper. A swipe by Nickel will go past the football 40. He'll drop back to Loham. Loham to the side with Silas Wheeler. A takeaway from Anderson. He's going to send the ball back in the opposite direction. Worland will lob to about the 20. Trying to keep away from the box. Joe Hellier will send that out past the sideline. Worland ball on the near sideline. Substitution for Worland. Coming in for them is Mac Page. Sanford from the side. Takes it into just before the goal. A shot on goal, up over, knocks off the goalpost. Callum Wheeler will take out the goal kick. He sends that left to Joe Hellier. A zigzag pass goes to Ayers. Trying to keep it in on the sideline. That'll be off on Worland. Brought back in by Carter Ayers. Anderson in center circle is going to send it right. Ends up with Sanford. They'll go forward. Ball's going to go off of someone's back and roll into the possession of Cody Elliott. Great dribbles heading down the sideline. Lander able to keep control despite the efforts of Klinghagen. In the wing, that gets chipped a little too far left. Sorry, folks, my apologies there. I lost the ball in the sunlight. Ball's back in, coming off of Cade Weber. Worland moving forward. Movement goes to the far sideline of the field. Diagonal pass goes into the middle. Forward to Wyman. Getting caught up will be Joe Hellier. He goes to the ground, gets back up. No calls there. Worland still keeping on the pressure. Blocked out by Lander. Moving forward with Silas Wheeler. He'll meet up with a block, and whistles will be called. Lander ball. Weaver will take it from the 25. They'll go deep into the opposite side of the field and past the end line. Goal kick for Worland. 20 minutes, just about 30 seconds. Current score, 5-1 in favor of Worland against the Lander Valley Tigers. Coming in for the Lander Tigers. We have Zachary Bingman. He's played soccer for about 12 years. Toss in from the touchline from Joe Hellier. Meets the chest of Weaver. Wyman takes that over, sends over to Anderson. Some great work by Callum Wheeler will be taken back on by Worland. 19 minutes, 16 seconds to go. Flaming it over to Rodriguez on the left. A swipe by Loham sends the ball back in the direction in favor of the Lander Tigers. Bingman forward to Weaver. Weaver keeping control against Gonzalez. He'll fall, and it looks like he may have instinctually grabbed onto Gonzalez, but it looks like he could have been tripped, so I think that is going to be a call in favor of Lander. It's going to be a free kick from the 50. McLean Hellier taking this one out. He'll give it forward to Weaver. Weaver tries to squeak one by Anderson. He'll go back to Worland. There'll be a free kick called in favor of Worland. Looks like similar situation that time. Weaver seemed to try to break his fall. I don't think it was malicious by any means, but nonetheless, a penalty call. Rodriguez from just before the 40. A back and forth by Worland. Gets them by the 10. Inside the wing. A sharp kick will take him just in front of the goal. Cleared out by Callum Wheeler and out past the end line. High pressure, but no good for Worland. From the corner. Ball's up. Gets a head on it by one of the Worland Warriors. Couldn't decide exactly who. Then a penalty is going to be whistled in favor of Lander. Wheeler will take the ball forward. Goes to McLean Hellier. Goes around Gonzalez. Over to Silas Wheeler. Ayers on the side. Playing keep away. Goes to the center with Loham. Loham with a behind the back move. He'll kick that to Nickel. Forward movement with Loham. Getting closer to the box with Lander. Turned around by Gonzalez. Sent right to Sanford. Ayers on the side. Substitution. Back to the field. Welcome Hamilton. He'll come in for Ayers. 15 minutes, 56 seconds to go. 5-1 in favor of the Worland Warriors, up against the Lander Valley Tigers. Hamilton from the touch drops back to Hellier. Weaver forward. Worland advances. Goes to about the 20. They'll lose control. Goes instead to Silas Wheeler, who goes forward to Nickel. Working some triangle formations, seeming to work for the Tigers. Laird to Wheeler. Wheeler will stay at about the 35. Bingman will send it along the sideline. That'll go out of bounds. Substitution for Lander and for Worland. In for Lander is Reed. Trying to catch who Worland set in. I believe they sat out Anderson for a moment. Since the sun is out, they're going to call what I believe is a hydration moment. So they're going to take a short break, hydrate the players, make sure everyone's doing all right, and we'll be back here with them with the last half of your second part of the match. We have 14 minutes, 40 seconds to go. We'll stop the timer and get that reset before we get back. Thanks for tuning in live to WyoToday.com.
When you're looking for a great deal on a new or used car or truck, think Fremont Toyota. Shop over 1,000 vehicles from 12 manufacturers you know and love. Plus, they give you their best price up front, so you can be sure you're getting the best deal possible. And their state-of-the-art service facilities and expert technicians come with their 1-year hassle-free maintenance plan with all new vehicles. Fremont Toyota. They're your friends and neighbors and proud to sponsor Lander Valley High School soccer. 103 Fremont Way in Lander. Visit FremontToyotaLander.com. Go Tigers!
Looking to get back in the game this year? Avoid the rush by scheduling sports physicals now with Lander Medical Clinic. Sports physicals start after May 1st and are an important part of youth wellness exams. Preventative health took a backseat to COVID this past year, and Lander Medical Clinic wants to get teens back in the door for their wellness and sports physicals. Schedule your child's wellness and sports physical exam in May, June, or July by calling 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic.
We're back at Bill Bush Stadium. Play has resumed. 14 minutes, 27 seconds to go. I like that in a sport that has two 40-minute halves, they've decided to let the athletes hydrate and make sure they're not overheating during the match. So I thought that was pretty neat. Gonzalez moving forward for Worland. He'll drop that right, meeting up with Wyman. Sanford taking it back to the middle. He meets 3 of the Tigers. He'll chip that downfield. Goes to about the 10. Joe Hellier able to turn it around, sends it forward. That time to Nickel. Reed with a swipe that goes over to Wheeler. Nickel on the side. Keeps it in bounds. Coming forward is Reed. Able to get a hand on the ball and stop the forward momentum was Cade Weber. He fell on it, but you know, if you stop the momentum, then what you did worked. I do remember him being a fierce contender in the last match as well. Donahue back to the field. Also in for Silas Wheeler is Loham. From the touchline with McLean Hellier. That'll get returned by Worland. Weaver able to get a foot on it. And a booming boot. It won't go very far, but it'll go pretty high from Klinghagen. Lander working their formations, trying to gain some progress. Donahue over to Nickel. Nickel's going to lob it forward inside the box, caught by Weber. Weber will take a big drop kick just past center circle, getting ahead by Hellier. That was Joe Hellier on the left. Lander forward to the 40. Loham with double coverage. He'll get that swiped away from him by the Warriors. 12 minutes to go in this contest. Worland making headway. A big kick coming off the foot of Cole Venable will go out of bounds. Now Venable has the highest scoring average for Worland, but overall fierce to play against when they're sitting at 10-0. Callum Wheeler sends it forward from the goal kick. Gonzalez and Weaver are going to get caught up. Unintentional on both parts, but it'll be called clean. Reed with a swipe. Forward from Bingman. Goes to Loham. He'll pause a moment to play keep away. That'll go downfield, inside the box, and a shot on goal by Nichols going to be stopped by Weber. You know, I hate to think that, and was that Nickel? I think that was Nickel, yeah. I hate to say that, but, you know, there was an opportunity that if he could have gotten another foot on it, Weber had a moment where it slipped out from underneath him. Oof. But thus is soccer, folks, and both teams fierce contenders in today's contest. It's going to be Worland ball from the far sideline. Tossed in. Some back and forth in the middle third. Weaver doing a jumping kick that's going to take it out of bounds. Substitution back into play. I spy Rodriguez back in the game for the Warriors. Toss in from the sideline, goes to Gonzalez. Heavy coverage by Reed, who will get caught up. Lander ball off the penalty. Lander putting up one heck of a fight today. Weaver with a boot that'll send him to the ground. Might have just slipped. Let's get sent downfield. We'll ask him there to meet up with it. Penalty called on the Warriors. Lander ball at the Lander 30. Now keep in mind the 30 is about 10 yards off for what it would be for soccer, since the goal sits back behind what the end zone would be. Ball's going to go to the opposite side of the field and out past the end line. Or maybe it was the sideline. I think it was closer to the side. Toss in will actually be Landers. Or maybe they're having him redo it. I couldn't see. It's a sunny, nice afternoon. The intense wind that we had earlier today, not so much now, as I probably cursed myself. Reed from the side. Chips it in. That's going to be caught by Weber and rolled out. That'll go right to Wyman. Lander from the touchline. Heavy coverage on Weaver, but he's able to keep it. Sends to Loham. He'll go right to meet up with again, lobbed away by the Warriors. Back past the 50 and out. That'll be McLean Hellier from the touch. It's going to get headed by Reed, then headed down by Gonzalez of the Warriors. Forward motion. Swiped away by Callum Wheeler. Intense forward movement by Klinghagen. The ref will blow the whistle, saying that Loham got caught up, ironically, with the other number 10, Rodriguez. That'll be a free kick for the Warriors. Great game so far. You still have 7 minutes to come watch some great soccer here at Bill Bush Stadium. Rodriguez will take the free. Klinghagen sends it forward. An attempted tackle. That was from Hamilton. That'll yield a whistle. Rudy Stanford from the free kick. Just right of the goal. He'll lob that. Hits the head of Callum Wheeler. He's doing a fantastic job on defense today. A swipe from in front of Reed will take Worland back the other direction. The ref won't make a call on that. Could have gone either way. That will, however, get a call. Worland ball. It's a free kick from just behind the 20. They're doing their usual where they line up with 3. So that way they can... It's kind of like a psych out, if you think about it. Venable's going to opt to take this one. A shot on goal. It's going to get pulled away by Cody Elliott. Then another shot. It's going to go out past the end line. No good. In for the Tigers, Blaze Laird. He'll go in for Bingman. Goal kick from Callum Wheeler. Joe Hellier with a defensive stop. They'll get booted away by Hamilton downfield. Donahue was there to follow it up, but there to catch it inside the box was Weber. He'll return it with a big old kick that'll land just past center circle. Lander on the move again. Joe Hellier with good moves along the side. Sends it right to Nickel. Nickel takes a shot on goal. That gets a body block from Klinghagen. I believe they called that out. I opted to take a seat to dodge the sun. I believe that's a corner kick for Lander. Taking that will be Parker Reed for the Lander Valley Tigers. 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Kick is up. Meets the foot of Loham. He'll take a shot on goal. Can't tell if that went off the foot of Weber or if it went off the goal post. Warriors ball. On deck for the Lander Tigers is Lyman and Mountain View. Mountain View on Wednesday, Lyman on Saturday of next week. We'll be on the road with them. It'll be fun to travel to those two destinations. Worland in the wing. Joe Hellier gets a stop on it. Returned out by Callum Wheeler. Nickel down the side. He sends it to Reed. Lander meeting roadblocks every step of the way, still making progress. Nick will lose it inside the penalty box. Klinghagen in the other direction. Give it a kick forward, met up with Joe Hellier. It'll ricochet off of his face, and he still keeps going. There was one where it had tipped off of his foot and hit just the right angle. Weber's going to come forward. He'll let the ball roll into his hands. 2 minutes, 57 seconds to go. Hamilton gives it a kick. Goes back to Klinghagen. Forward to Donahue. Makes a play over to Hamilton on the left. Hamilton near the 20. At the side and from the corner, looked like to me it went off of Worland, but it'll be called a Worland ball. And keep in mind, I won't be bashing on any refs. I think that they're a lot closer than I am, so they could have seen something that I did not. The goal kick coming out from Cade Weber. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Weaver's going to move forward, get caught up, and hit the turf. Play resumes. Wyman heading downfield. Excuse me, that's Sanford. Sanford downfield. Worland seeing an opportunity. They'll get turned around by Joe Hellier and sent to the corner. Out on Lander. Toss in from the Warriors. Goes to Gonzalez. Joe Hellier with a swipe goes down the sideline. Apologize, folks. Had to get a random bug from keeping in my face. Ref will call a black ball in favor of Lander. They'll come from the touch. Toss in from McLean Hellier. Goes to Reed. He sends that to the middle with Loham, who drops back to Joe Hellier. Good move by Weaver. Able to head the ball and kind of slingshot at the direction he was looking to go. Ball's going to bounce to the wing of Worland. Parker Reed going to meet up with it. That'll roll past. Worland will try to keep that in bounds. Lander ball. Hamilton from just before the 50. The dribble from Reed will be interrupted. Be called out on Worland. Toss in from Hamilton. Meets the head of Klinghagen. 5 seconds to go. And that's the game, folks. Final score here at Bill Bush Stadium. Worland 5, Lander Valley sitting at 1. We'll talk with Coach Schaff here for the post-game show. He's been awesome about coming up, and we certainly appreciate that. We'll also talk about the upcoming games against Lyman, Mountain View, and after that, State. There's only 2 more to go, folks. This was the last home game of the season. So glad to be here and be calling it on a nice, sunny afternoon. Right back here on WyoToday.com with your post-game show.
Tigers! I'm Dr. Forbes. Go Tigers!
I'm Nate.
And I'm Billy.
Go Tigers!
Central Wyoming College has the perfect degree to help you learn, grow, advance, and lead. The new Bachelor of Applied Science degree in Organizational Management and Leadership is the perfect degree to earn during a pandemic. There's 3 ways to learn: online learning, virtual learning, and in-person learning. Whether you have some credits or no credits, you can earn a bachelor's degree at CWC and have the competitive edge for employment. Go to www.cwc.edu/leadtheway.
Does your car seem like it's feeling a little under the weather? Doesn't have that same get up and go or struggles to start in the mornings? Visit Lander Napa at 391 Main Street. Rick and the crew will help you get that car feeling brand new. They know the right parts and have the experience and Napa know-how to set you up for success on your repair job. So come see Rick and the team at 391 Main Street in Lander. Open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 to 5, and Sunday, 10 to 3. Lander Napa. Man, I'm hungry, but nothing sounds good, and I don't feel like cooking.
Let's go to Molino Italian Bistro. I've been dying to try their house-made pastas, spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine.
Okay, I'm in.
Ooh, and their chicken parmesan with zucchini noodles, seared beef tenderloin.
You had me at.
White truffle risotto, crab dip.
Sounds good, let's
truffle fries, calamari. Hey, where are you going?
To Molino. Are you coming or what? Molino Italian Bistro. Sophisticated yet relaxed. Handmade fresh daily. 129 Main Street, Lander. Get a free appetizer with a dinner order for 2 Tuesday through Thursdays now through April 8th.
The Maven B2, a unique optic for those who demand superior low-light performance. The B2 features an abaconic prism and an ocular-filled flattener specifically designed to handle dimly lit situations.
Folks, welcome back. Sorry to cut Maven short, but they are super awesome for sponsoring this show. So thank you so much. We're actually going to have Coach Schaff up here in just a second, so I'm going to get our little webcam fixed. That way you can see him while he's talking to us. This is going to be really bright at first. Hello, folks. It is really bright. It's a beautiful day here at Bill Bush Stadium. Glad to be here. And glad to be calling a soccer game this year. So I want to say thank you so much for the folks that have tuned in. We're going to catch Coach Schaff, who actually just joined us. So welcome. This time I'm giving you a seat. I'll even turn you up for that. There we go. So, Coach, it's a tough game, but it was a good one nonetheless.
Yeah, they came out and got 3 pretty quick goals, and then we got us on our heels.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like we were able to make some adjustments.
Well, it's certainly a change for the last time that Worland and Lander faced off. It was a lot more coverage heavy.
Yeah, we tried to. We did some things to try to keep them off the scoreboard early and try to build our possession from the back.
Mm-hmm.
obviously didn't work, so we scrapped that in the second half.
Well, and you came back swinging.
Yeah, I was proud of the way those kids played.
Absolutely. When you're facing off against a team that's 10-0 and you do that kind of a performance.
Yeah, we were there for a while, and I think, we got a couple more weeks of practice, and I think we can dial some of the things up that went wrong. And that's a great team, though.
Yeah.
They made some crazy good shots. So.
Yeah, the 40-yard lob from Rodriguez.
Yeah. I mean, those are defendable, but we didn't expect it. So we just got to do a better job of collapsing on them and marking them up.
Absolutely. And how about that shot from McLean?
Yeah. We've been working a lot because the last time we played them, they won the box and they won the set piece battle, and I think we won it today because I don't think they scored a set piece.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as what they did last time that beat us, I felt like we did better this time, and actually improved on that. So I was proud of that. So.
Absolutely. So looking ahead, the next few matches, heading to Mountain View on Wednesday and then Lyman on Saturday.
Yeah, it's going to be a long week for that, just because it's 2 long trips back to kind of midweek, and but it's going to be good for us to have a last chance to kind of tune up before we head into the state. So
of course, and it's one where you can try out some of maybe what you had going well for you today.
Yeah, we did some shifting around and did some stuff. Worland was playing a little different than they did the first time, and we had to adjust to it that half, and I think that's what helped. So, we're looking at a couple different things we might try against Mountain View and Lyman, but we don't want to get too crazy. But
of course, and now that we've talked game and strategy, Coach, senior night.
Yeah. It's tough. Those kids, I've watched those kids grow up. A lot of those kids they're brothers of some of the kids I coached. They're older brothers I coached in 2015 and stuff like that. So I've known them for a long time, but it was really good to see them finish the way they did, and they played hard, and the leadership at the end, these seniors have grown so much in 4 years. It's amazing. I think if we could have, COVID's COVID, but a year last year with them would have been
the growth
amazing,
considering that is crazy.
Yeah. We're playing right there with good teams, and it's because of those seniors. It's because of those guys. So.
And are you seeing them kind of embrace the underclassmen and say, hey, here's how it's going to go next year?
Yeah, like I said, they're vocal. They talk to those kids. They're constantly, when we come in at half, they're the first ones speaking. And just like tonight, I let Nico break them down because he was spot on with what he was saying. So I let him kind of give the after game speech because he was exactly what we needed to hear. So
of course, and last but not least, you also have a manager that's turning into a senior this year.
Yeah, she's she tried to come out last year and help us, so this is only her first year with us, but she's awesome. She keeps all our stats, so she's going computer security or some programming thing. So she picked up on the app that I have to keep score and has done a great job keeping stats. So, awesome. She's done a great job.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Coach. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Folks, we'll come back with your recap here in just a sec of scores. That live on WyoToday.com.
ED glass and fully multi-coated lenses, this premium optic produces clear, bright, and tack-sharp images. Experience the full-size B2 7x45, 9x45, and 11x45 binocular and discover what you've been missing.
Lander Labs is here to keep our Wyoming community strong. With the power of true science and innovative testing, Lander Labs can help you navigate COVID-19 in several ways. COVID tests are available to anyone. Travel tests are available and can give you the results same day or in up to 48 hours. If you can't afford a test, Lander Labs received a grant from the Lander Community Foundation offering free testing to those who qualify. After you get your COVID shot, antibody tests can be used to ensure your vaccine is protecting you the way it was intended.
Lander Labs, keeping Wyoming strong.
All right, folks, as we wrap up here, final score 5-1 in favor of the Worland Warriors. Now sitting 11-0 in the season. And talking to the coach, it sounds like I might be in the back of the pickup for the Mountain View game, but we will see as that rolls around. Again, games to come. Mountain View on Wednesday. Boys will play at 4, girls at 6 this time. And then on Saturday in Lyman, 11 and 1 o'clock. Now, I just wanted to highlight, we talked about this a little bit, but man, McLean Hellier with that shot in the first half with 16 minutes, 30 seconds to go. It was a great set piece that came from the side, was able to get in the lower corner of the goal and past Weber. Now, the other part of this is, too, great movement by Callum Wheeler today, defensive measures, turnarounds, able to keep Worland at bay, and that's why he's going to be our player of the game for WyoToday.com. That's going to do it for this broadcast. I forgot you were staring at the middle of me. My apologies, folks. We will see you again on Wednesday in Mountain View.